onto the high ground, dropping down, trying to pull OT Blast into their clutches and then rip them apart. But as we know, OT Blast, very solid 3-3 team themselves as well.
Yeah, and also that we could see Hisu come back in map 4 as he is that sniper specialist. And he also had a pretty cool Bastion on Paris, which teams will have to keep their eye on for that specific strategy, as RunAway on the high ground, like you said, can pick that engagement.
And on top of that, I mean, Kaiser, he was a standout in the playoffs, but Mag equalizing in that field of play for sure. They're dropping already.
Oh, yeah, they just cornered them in this corridor, and you can see that Kaiser is already low. He almost got booped forward. Thankfully, he didn't get picked yet. Rotations towards the left. RunAway is going to meet them there. Again, we're wondering how much energy these Zaryas have, what cooldowns do each team have, because that will really direct how these teams and when these teams are going to engage. And now you can see that RunAway, because Mag got low, O2 Blast went a little bit farther forward. But in the neutral fight now, both teams waiting to get their ultimates online. Mag managed to get a few more swings in during the neutral fight, so he'll be so close to Shatter, and it's up to O2 Blast to see if they know they have it.
He can catch them off guard just like he did back on Shrine of the Paul. And if he does that, OT Blast, I don't know if they're going to be able to stay alive on this point. They don't have this first tick just yet.
The shatter from Mag, I think, yeah, he still managed to get Proper, although Pelican went for the stun. But the grab is still at the ready from Proper. He throws it out, RunAway, counter it with the Transcendence. Just trying to keep their shield up, stay nice and protected. They catch someone behind them, but O2 Blast expose them. They go for a shatter, doesn't get anything. Still a free take for O2 Blast. Now they've used their barrier. Not really much left in the tank after that. But now RunAway have to take this space back. It'll be with the self-destruct at the back. See if they catch him support lines or even force bad rotations, as it'll be up to Yaki. See if we can divide this fight with the Graviton as RunAway. See if they take a bit of a high ground. They're a bit split right now. O2 Blast about to take the second tick. It's been very slow, but swings away, catches Gangnam Jin and Krong! It's another grab. Yaki was looking to set that up. He took so much time to throw it out.
Not only that, but Kaiser, he's got the shatter and he's gonna lay it out. Proper on the floor, but they're not getting the kill just yet.
One was down, the shield is up. Transcendence from O2 Blast, just keeping them nice and stable. As QOQ went into the back by himself to contest the point, so they didn't get that final take, but there's nothing else RunAway can do. O2 Blast will look like they get the point, but the Transcendence engage from RunAway despite being down 2. Pretty confident and risky, will not pay off.
RunAway, though, at least happy that after investing the Transcendence from Gangnam Jin, they pulled out the Graviton after that as well. So now O2 Blast, you can see them going up onto the high ground, trying to deny RunAway that opportunity. And that's going to be important for them to actually push this payload through this choke point without the threat of RunAway going forward and catching them. But O2 Blast, because they committed that Graviton in that last fight, now not going to have that option. Going to have to make sure, though, that they ward Proper off. Otherwise, he's just going to catch up.
Oh, RunAway playing pretty aggressive on this car, going for the shatter. The bubble only protects the Zarya, but look at that peel from Kaiser. Stands in front of his Brig, and the barrier from O2 Blast just in case. But now big advantage for O2 Blast, taking care of that mech. They can go forward. They run over Mag and the rest. Yaki with high energy gets his grab, not able to turn the fight for them. O2 Blast can advance.
Gonna be walking it on forward, Proper 59%. Otherwise, though, RunAway with an advantage here. And now looking to try to combo out as well if they can. They need to put a stop to O2 Blast. They peeled off a lot of the time bank in that first point A stall, but have to be able to come up with a fight win here. Restabilize if they can. Now O2 Blast, Proper once again on the high ground, trying to build up that Graviton, but it's gonna be RunAway.
You see a bit of a sneaky shot from Kaiser using a payload, not getting anything, but RunAway using everything. Barrier, rally, grab. As Krong is the one that comes out ahead with one. QOQ clears the cart with his own, forces O2 Blast into the bar. So O2 Blast now only have the grab to set up. They at least managed to dodge the shatter from Mag, and now Proper throws out the grab. RunAway have the Transcendence ready. Both these teams are matching ultimates almost perfectly until the last second as the dust clears. It is O2 Blast that stand tall behind the shatter of Kaiser, and they'll be able to inch further closer to point B.
O2 Blast just stampeding through Hollywood at the moment, unchecked by RunAway, who cannot get a fight win notched in their belt at the moment. And now you'll see O2 Blast sending a couple of members forward, trying to get a little bit of ult charge from the close spawns here, but you can see RunAway, they're all there now, so not going to be able to get anything done, at least through that. And O2 Blast setting things up at the moment. This cart's going to start going through, and they need to start setting up their win condition of the self-destruct going through that doorway.
And Kron can make a ton of space with it and already pressuring them down, but Mag gets 3 down. Transcendence in time from Youngbong, but not enough to save Pelican. Too high energy. Yaki will be leading the way along with Mag, sending O2 Blast back. But again, this felt more like a neutral fight to them. Both teams trying to get their grabs and the rest of their ultimates online.
So RunAway able to stave off O2 Blast for now, but still not ahead enough to be comfortable in this next fight. In terms of the economy, the ultimates in favor of O2 Blast for the time being, but RunAway could sway that if LeGDAY can get his sound barrier up in time.
There's a grab first from RunAway, barrier to match it, self-destruct from Krong, and defense as O2 Blast haven't dropped anyone. Now it's their turn to fight back. A shatter grab, so many things thrown back, and this is the same thing I've said before. Ults match for ults, no one died. This is perfect plays from both teams, but really RunAway is benefiting by taking the time off the clock. As no real resets from either team, we'll be back to neutral to work towards ultimates as RunAway starting to collapse onto O2 Blast, getting them low, taking care of the mech and more, but Proper with his energy, able to defend his team. And now O2 Blast can move forward.
Youngbong actually committing late that Transcendence, so he's going to fall behind Gangnam Jin a little bit, but it allows them to get ahead in that fight and enable Proper, as you were saying, to just find value there, just playing fully aggressive to try to get this Graviton up and online for O2 Blast. They're going to need that for this next fight here, and they have to cleave hard into this one, otherwise RunAway can turn it around.
Oh, it's actually a pretty close defense from RunAway. O2 Blast thought they could sneak towards the left, but insta-punish, losing 2 supports early. That's a really dead fight for O2 Blast in the last minute, coming down to their last push as well.
The O2 Blast with 1 go left in their tank. We do see O2 Blast, you know, they got warded off there. RunAway was able to get that early pick, and that was super important for them because otherwise O2 Blast, with the advantage and economy that they had going into that fight, now can equalize a little bit. Yaki at 94% to match O2 Blast here. It's going to be grab for grab in this last fight.
Oh, Yaki just poking out so he can get that grab online. They're playing defensively so far, O2 Blast. How are they going to combine this? Krong self-destruct, make the space. You have the grab, but the Transcendence is there to counter, so O2 Blast have to think this one clearly and also not get caught off guard by RunAway, who could just play far forward, like aggressive, and catch those supports like they did in the last fight. So now it's the couple last seconds remaining. O2 Blast, it's their time to go. In overtime, they also have to keep touching the cart. Can't lose anyone here as RunAway poking a little bit. Catch any supports as Transcendence early. O2 Blast using that to engage. They only will have the barrier against the grab, but Kaiser getting out ahead with the shatter. LeGDAY using barrier. Transcendence to overlap. O2 Blast, both teams out of ultimates, and RunAway now have their supports vulnerable, and including QOQ, who was cornered. So O2 Blast now have all the picks they need to start pressuring these spawn doors. In overtime, there's that VIP parking lot. They will finish the map.
And despite losing Proper's grab, QOQ found it with the defense matrix. O2 Blast still able to close that one out, get that final point unlocked. Yes, it was in overtime, but getting that 3rd point is going to be huge. Now we can see if they're going to be able to play just as cleanly on defense here as they did on those first opening stages of offense. But you can see this right here where Proper was going to go for the counter grab. As soon as it came out, QQ caught it, and still O2 Blast coming out ahead.
Both these divas have been on their game. We've seen so many grabs eaten this series, and both ultimates being matched. It's grab for grab, barely anyone is dying, and it almost was the shatter from Kaiser that really started the momentum for them. But O2 Blast, they also take their sweet time to start. They almost wait for RunAway to act first, and that's why that took it till overtime for them to actually engage first, which at least, although they got their grab eaten, they were able to focus on the shatter helping them out.
Yeah, not only that, but you lose your grab, You don't even have the Transcendence in that fight. You go one support ult, you go Sound Barrier versus Sound Barrier and Transcendence against RunAway, and even still you're able to win that one out. So good execution from O2 Blast to be able to come out ahead in that one. Now though, here on the defense, you can see O2 Blast setting up the standard approach here for the 3-3 defense of point A on Hollywood. This is what you always see teams go for. And inevitably, RunAway will see this and will likely go through security, likely try to pull RunAway down. And when that does happen, it's going to come down to those mid-fight rotations, seeing where O2 Blast and RunAway end up, who has high ground control, who can leave their Zarya up there to be safe, maintain that high level of energy so that they can get the grab quicker and maybe just win a fight through that.
As you said, rotations and security. And both teams, actually Krong there, just to kind of disperse them, see if they can force a bad formation so that they can collapse on that also without losing Meg. But Kaiser is so low, he has to go into stairs by himself. And that's where RunAway could run after him. But now they're starting to get punished. QQ losing Mech, Mag half HP. O2 Blast, even despite that, didn't lose their main tank, and now they get to fight back. The patience really pays off for them.
And in winning this fight as well, Proper comes out very much ahead. Look at that energy, look at that ult charge as well, as they're going to be able to once again instigate this next fight. And when they do so, they can choose to, whether or not if they are going to be able to expend the Graviton, Proper's going to have it available. So they can actually kind of string this fight out a little bit, wait for RunAway to start getting options, and then pull the trigger.
Oh, Proper has grabbed, they're ready to engage already. He's high energy. I don't know why he's focused on the Lucio, but RunAway just staying down there, kind of dispersed at the moment. Now trying to group up for one good push. Again, playing this slow as Proper wants to watch where that Matrix is too. We've seen a few grabs eaten so far. As Mag takes a step back to regenerate his shield, Kaiser does the same thing. And you could also see a big surprise from Kaiser if he finds the right moment for the shatter. The Assassin's looking for the stun to make sure he can't go for it safely. Mag gets stunned. Kaiser still finds the opportunity to go for the shatter. Gets Yaki down. Transcendence. Keeps RunAway nice and healed. Mag goes for the same thing. Now, not as much success as now grab for grab. Proper and Yaki throw it up. His Transcendence towards barrier. But RunAway control the space at the moment, especially after that self-destruct. Gangnam Jin couldn't get behind the shield in time from Krong's. Almost the first tick for RunAway. And now you're back into a neutral fight where it's rally to rally. And finally we're seeing that first kill go through. Mag will drop for RunAway without a shield. RunAway don't want to give any more ult charge, so all that time they'll have to get out.
O2 Blast still had Proper on the high ground, playing up from their initial starting position defensively, and he was just dishing out that pressure. Finally, RunAway tried to send QQ to deal with it, but it was just too late. Proper just put out the correct amount of damage to deal with RunAway, forcing them back, and still no ticks acquired by RunAway, despite how long that battle lasted, and they seemingly were in control. Now RunAway working their way back in for yet another approach, and O2 Blast ready to dive in for another go.
It's the last minute. O2 Blast just draining the clock as RunAway used Transcendence for reasons of maybe trying to engage, or maybe he got scared. That was not the play that Gangnam Jin wanted to go for. Now you don't have that crucial ultimate for Proper's grab that could be coming up. They don't have anything. RunAway try to start something good with a shatter. The bubbles come just in time. So hard to get anything going. The grab now from Proper. There's nothing that can stop it. You don't have the mech from QQ. You already lost one support. RunAway falling apart. Last 30 seconds. I think we might have gotten a tick, but now it's just down to the wire.
Yeah, still no tick.
Oh,
still
wow.
No tick for RunAway, but at least a shot here, as RunAway are going to need to pretty much utilize everything that they have available to try to secure this point. I mean, have to go all in on this one. It's unfortunate for your ultimate economy, but you have to invest everything that you possibly have. You have the Graviton. As soon as they fall, catch them.
Oh, and they even took care of Kaiser. So now the grab can be free as long as Krong doesn't eat it up. As O2 Blast send in the self-destruct and the shatter to stop the follow-up. Oh, and the triple self-destruct from QQ is even bigger. And they use the grab on top of that. So RunAway in overtime, though, will get the point. So a bit of a disadvantage there.
And the good news there is that with everybody falling off towards security and Kaiser falling off to the point, they were able to get that isolated kill. And that allowed RunAway to not have to literally expend everything that they otherwise would have had to had Kaiser been alive in that fight. So they hold on to their support ults. That's going to allow them to weather the storm that's ahead of them. And they have, again, kind of that uphill battle ahead of them right now where they're trying to get through the second phase of the map where O2 Blast can have a few options to actually take fights and slow down that cart, stall it in its place.
It's pretty advantageous of Yaki to try and get on this high ground, get that extra ult charge for the grab over the shield. His RunAway getting a lot of free space here. Can come down to a shatter from Kaiser though. Supports from RunAway have to be ready for this. Goes towards the right. Brig shield does block it. RunAway now advancing further. O2 Blast giving up a bit of space as they have their cooldowns ready. Mainly looking at that grab from Proper. He's going to be farther ahead. Making sure Kaiser stays alive too so he can feed the damage into it. Now the trans-engage comes out from O2 Blast, but not getting the picks they wanted from it, expending such an important ultimate. Now you have Gangnam doing the same thing. It's RunAway doing a trans-engage, looking for picks. It's so neutral between these two teams that are draining their ultimates, not getting a ton of kills until now. RunAway on this offense have lost their shield provider, and now they're trying to get out as fast as they can.
And RunAway are still happy with that. Look how far they pushed that cart in a single fight. So by backing O2 Blast off, they were so happy to do that. They're able to build up their ultimates, and not taking a hard engagement meant that they were able to keep pushing that cart along. And now RunAway, they have the Graviton. They can match up with O2 Blast, and if they can just find an early pick, gain the advantage, drop their ultimates, and then send the cart the rest of the way.
Yeah, O2 Blast winning that last fight without having to use Grav is so big. Now they can use it here, but matching against Yaki, Kyokyu, self-destruct at the back, forces O2 Blast forward, and even Transcendence. But it doesn't matter because Grav from Yaki is already out. Kaiser with the 3K, Shatter on top, cleaning this fight. RunAway down to their last less than 20 seconds just to get to point B.
This is another one of those bully fests that we've seen on Hollywood, but Kyokyu goes out. Gonna be desperation here for RunAway. Have to get back quickly, and O2 Blast can catch you as you do make the return. RunAway with no ultimates to get this one finished with.
Oh, somehow somebody touched RunAway, though. They used all their ultimates in that last fight. O2 Blast winning the ult war. Can they win the neutral one too? In overtime, RunAway have to hold their position. Support scattering into safety. They have a Transcendence. As now with a Hammond, they try to go for a play, but Proper is so high energy, taking care of that already. O2 Blast though, 1-to-1 trade. RunAway being so patient with their ultimates. Playing aggressive, playing far forward, taking care of Kaiser. There's no mech left from Krong. O2 Blast, even though they're so close to Grav, will not be able to hold this one here. But RunAway in overtime twice, getting point B.
And now Mag makes his swap back over to the Reinhardt to match up with Kaiser yet again here. And the duel of the century does continue. O2 Blast, now a minute 15 left for RunAway here. O2 Blast in the meantime trying to defend against it, and you see again the advantage here for O2 Blast. Support ults in their favor.
Grav from Proper comes out, takes care of Yaki. RunAway barrier not able to save him. Still trying to hold their position on the car, but not for too much longer after they lost Mag. Getting back into spawn, not giving any more ult charge. But RunAway need to win these fights quicker, but O2 Blast make the ult fights even, and even the neutral ones too.
Yeah, their ult rotations have been stellar. O2 Blast, that is. I mean, still have all their support ults ready to go. Even their rally is going to come up. That's going to allow them to buy time. They can get Proper up with the grab. RunAway just, I don't think they can sustain.
Self-destruct already getting Mondu. You don't have that speed disengage from O2 Blast, but they want to play in their face using, oh no, Krong ate another grab. RunAway just running out of options at this point, having to already get back into spawn. Krong using that self-destruct to get back into mech will be denied that, and RunAway starting to actually punish the over-aggression of O2 Blast in the last few seconds, be able to breathe a little bit.
Unfortunately, you don't have very much time to breathe left. O2 Blast coming back into this final fight here. The final stretch. Grab from Proper, sound barrier. Kaiser able to swing into that one. As long as they don't get caught off guard by Mag here, O2 Blast should be able to defend this.
Proper trying to shut it down. You need to kill Proper here, but the barrier saves him. Manju, big play, RunAway, QQ play too aggressive. Proper throws out the grab, RunAway are trapped, especially off of the payload, and they're crumbling. Kaiser feeds into the damage, one last hurrah shatter. And O2 Blast, I'll get this one right, will now lead the series 2-1 over RunAway.
You got it.
I got it, guys. I can count the 3 and 2.
Well, that's O2 Blast going ahead in the series, and on Hollywood here, it looks as though they really gained their advantage through the fact of the matter of just being able to go with the 3-3. They matched up well with RunAway. We saw RunAway a couple of decent moments from them, but ultimately O2 Blast showing off exactly what got them that season 1 semifinal playoff win. It's just being better than RunAway at what RunAway was supposed to be the best at.
It's just O2 Blast just being a little bit that much better in the old fights, draining the clock, leaving RunAway to be in overtime in their last pushes. But let's see if RunAway can send us into a Game 5. We have Rialto coming up next. O2 Blast are in the lead 2-1 as we head into Rialto to see if RunAway can force the Game 5 or if O2 Blast will keep their stats in check. Because, I mean, last semifinal, they were the ones that took out RunAway in playoffs last season.
Yeah, and so far, we've seen a lot of the 3-3. We've seen now Yaki and Assassin playing together quite a bit. We saw that last week. That has been continued here, and Hisu not playing as much. But I think this is a map where you actually could bring Hisu back into the fray, where maybe if you do want to go for a different kind of approach, that might be, I mean, this might be the time. If you do go back into the 3-3, Hisu can do that. If you want to bring in some sniper play, Hisu can do that. So RunAway have some options here to turn this one back around here on Rialto.
Been liking the substitutions from RunAway. Remember, this is so different from last season where they had this core. They didn't really have any subs from what I remember, and now incorporating Yaki and Assassin, trying out different things, sticking to their 3-3. And now you're also wondering, what are they going to look like in playoffs when you're forced to do 2-2-2? We haven't gotten that much of a look of DPS out of them. Not that they can't play it. We know they can, especially on control. But they're definitely not giving us any teases about what playoffs will look like.
I think really the only thing that we've basically seen has been O2 Blast, Proper, and Pelican playing off of each other pretty well. I mean, Proper and Pelican, we've seen Pelican now really pop off on the Pharah. We've even seen him pop off, of course, on the, I think the Pharah specifically, but also the Hamzah was a couple of good looks there. Proper, we've seen his Widow now. Something that we haven't seen so far in this matchup has been RunAway playing the Widow. We know that Hisu is very capable of pulling that one out. Rialto, it's a map where you could see that, although of course based on what we know from O2 Blast running this map previously and how this has been mapped out, I would expect the 3-3, maybe the 3-2-1 coming out here. We know that RunAway and O2 Blast both have options in that department in terms of who can play those specific roles, but either which way, I would expect very much the same of what we've gotten, which was the same battle that took place back in Season 1 playoffs.
This is pretty exciting. Just to reiterate again to everyone how much this win matters to either team. 4 standings. RunAway, if they win, get second. If O2 Blast win, they take first. So we'll see again. We'll show you the standings at the very end as the results, kind of how everything lines up. First, second, getting you into the semis. Kind of you get that easier ride to the grand finals, helping you get to Gauntlet. But when it comes to Rialto specifically, as we head into map 4, last chance for RunAway, keep their series hopes alive. Both these teams are 1-0. RunAway did win Rialto 3-1 against WGS, and O2 Blast won Rialto against Fusion University. So both have had strong showings in the past.
And as you can see on your screen, RunAway actually keeping Yaki and Assassin into the mix, and you can tell already what the reason is. Flora in the mix now into a map 4. We've seen him do this in weeks 1 through 3, skipped in week 4, but he's back. And with Flora now coming through, you have to expect the 3-2-1 approach from O2 Blast. As we were talking about before, Proper going to be playing the Zarya more than likely, and that means that RunAway has to be able to match that should it come down to it. And RunAway, knowing that they keep Assassin in the mix, that leaves the opening for Yaki to swap over to the Sombra. And that's exactly what we're going to see here. But O2 Blast, look at this composition that we see them on. Okay, they're going to make their swaps over the 3-2-1. That's, I was going to say, if they actually come out with that, that would be the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
A lot of debates going on. There's the screen. Flora is in for Krong. Remember, Krong was the diva player, so that's best to substitute that for your Sombra player that you are comfortable with. As O2 Blast do manage to get Yaki off this high ground. Now nobody left from up there. It's going to be the Ryan duel at the start. Maybe even a bit of a rotation from at least the Zarya from O2 to get on this high ground to get that extra ult charge over the shield.
O2 Blast, yeah, with that high ground you're talking about. Flora, in the meantime, working his way around. You can see him on the payload, just helping out in this fight, trying to break down Mag's shield as best they can.
Oh, now they can get to play aggressive, sending Lee Jae-gong swimming. Pelican was able to play so far forward without anyone really noticing, but then didn't have that peel for Kaiser, so Kaiser dropped early here for this defense. Now, O2 Blast pushing further with the payload, and you can see Flora's going to be coming back with EMP. RunAway, are they ready for it? They have the nano to see if they can get ahead in the fight. Didn't get much out of it.
Oh, and they're invested. Mag catching everybody.
Oh, and the EMP on top. Usually it's the EMP first, then the shatter, using that payload to kind of debate them a little bit. Now O2 Blast get hit by the grab from RunAway. This should be a cleaned up fight. The Transcendence not enough from Youngblood to save everyone. But a bit of a weird rotation. Mag went into the left side to avoid poke and actually punished O2 Blast, who were trying to follow up.
Flora getting up that next EMP, trying to catch up, you know, after we saw Kaiser fall. They were setting up for the EMP shatter, but Mag caught them off guard initially, and that opened up the field for Kaiser to get taken out. RunAway explosive on these turns. As any opening is created, they are going to be diving in after it because they know how important this is. Right now, they need to get this to go to a game 5. If they want to be able to get that bye, they have to be able to win this matchup. Certainly put them in the best position possible in the standings, but now working his way up to the high ground. O2 Blast going to be relying on Proper to send this Graviton down.
Graviton, EMP shatter. Which option are they going to go for? They have the high ground. There's the grab thrown out. RunAway don't have any support ultimates. They didn't even need it. Not enough damage from O2 Blast came in as the barrier engage comes in. Kaiser is in their front line, swinging away, sending RunAway packing. But still, RunAway had a good enough stall in this defense. Took some time off the clock, last minute. Wonder if RunAway will have a chance to recontest. I don't think so, as some people are still respawning.
Yeah, O2 Blast, though, they invested 5 ultimates for that fight, and RunAway screaming across the bridge here, looking to try to get back in there.
Pelican, are you serious? That was a sick. Now you don't have Mag. There's not going to be a recontest, but Yaki, at least not the strongest recontest, 4 versus 6. They give the nano to Assassin just for the stall, just almost unkillable as the Brig, but so much pressure coming out of O2 Blast, warding off RunAway on their at least team. The final push for A is a shatter kind of came out of nowhere from Mag, but no one was there to touch. It's not getting the value. O2 Blast get point A.
And that point A take is, I think you got to give the MVP award to Pelican. I mean, to just take Mag out of the equation right at the beginning, that was huge for O2 Blast because, as we were talking about, they already invested 5 of their 6 ultimates. RunAway was screaming across the bridge, looking to take out O2 Blast, and as soon as they lost Mag, O2 Blast was able to sustain at that point. Now, though, Flora, I mean, we can see that this is a very different situation. 4 ultimates online now for O2 Blast, one of which is going to be that EMP. They have the same combo as before.
They still have it. And RunAway, though, big disconnect. Some people still on the high ground. Supports were on the low ground, and that's where O2 Blast took advantage. They didn't even have to use anything but rally. And now they have all those ultimates they've been holding on to for this entire time for B.
Yeah, they probably didn't even need to use the rally, but at least for good measure, they throw it out anyways. O2 Blast now, they trade the rally for the availability now of the Transcendence and still have everything else left.
EMP shatter floors RunAway. There's nothing there. That was kind of a miracle if they were going to be able to win that fight, but silver lining, they don't have to worry about that particular combo for the next fight.
And we saw RunAway play so well off of Mag's shatter early on, but after that, it has been the O2 Blast show. Massive plays from O2 Blast members. We see these combos coming out as well and firing on all cylinders here. O2 Blast going to be relying once again on Proper's grab, trying to cleave through that in this next fight. RunAway need to fend O2 Blast off.
Oh, the grab with the sleep stops Proper from feeding any more damage into that. And Kaiser got too low, he couldn't be too aggressive. As the charge almost took MyeongBong out of the fight enough so that Proper and Pelican could die to RunAway. So O2 Blast losing that grab trance fight, and RunAway now have the advantage next.
So RunAway now putting a stop to O2 Blast, cancels out the momentum. They swing ultimate economy in their favor. And O2 Blast, ooh, actually it looked like they were gonna swap MyeongBong actually over to the Ana for a moment there to match up with Gangnam Gen. Either way though, RunAway, still so many options available. Have to deal with this EMP. LeGDAY gone with no sound barrier.
EMP Shatter comes down and he take care of Mag. Yaki tried to counter grab to make sure O2 Blast couldn't follow with that EMP. But now self-destruct from QOQ kind of slows things down. The Shatter, or the sleep on the Kaiser almost could have just blown up O2 Blast for that. Now they use the barrier. O2 Blast missing MyeongBong, but they still have an advantage here. Pushing RunAway back, who are trying to still contest this as Mag tried to go for a Shatter. O2 Blast really taking a step back after losing some of their supports.
Well, as RunAway stabilize here, they're able to get that nano boost up. That's going to allow Mag to play a little bit more aggressively, and they need that. They need that aggression so that they can take the 6v5 if Flora pulls out of the fight.
O2 Blast, Grav playing on this high ground. Mag is playing really far forward, and he has the nano if he'd like to do it. There it is. There's a nano, and he exposes some of the supports they dropped. O2 Blast dropped without them, and they had to disengage to make sure Mag couldn't go too hard. But now everything is stabilized. Now O2 Blast gonna try and engage with the grab. The Shatter from Mag couldn't stop this. Couldn't stop the inevitable. As Yaki grabs, slowing O2 Blast down. Now taking the fight in RunAway's hands. And O2 Blast down to the wire to see if they can complete the map.
That wound up working out so well for RunAway, playing aggressive, separating O2 Blast, putting them on the back foot. They made a mistake. RunAway caught Mandu on the floor, and we're able to turn that fight back around. Unfortunately for them now, it's going to be a tough task to do the same thing here. EMP from Flora should be able to lower the shields. You're going to see that same combo as before. EMP Shatter between Flora and Kaiser, opening things up.
There's the EMP, Flora, Shatter, RunAway. We're trying to... I'm surprised LeGDAY didn't use barrier. He didn't get shattered. He didn't get wasn't affected there. But anyway, O2 Blast get a big advantage at the start. They can look towards the end of Rialto. Maybe LeGDAY saving grace, having that barrier for the final fight could be what helps RunAway hold on.
Not only that, but the nano boost should be huge from Gangnam Gen as well. Once again, throw it onto Mag, play aggressive, take the 6v5, thrust Flora out of the fight initially, and go from there.
O2 Blast in overtime. Mag is charging in so deep, and he didn't even get to finish. The self-destruct though does clear the defense, and O2 Blasts aren't on the payload. How?
All right, so not the way we would have expected that at least that attack to finish out, but still the result that RunAway was inevitably looking for, and off of one of the most aggressive starts to a fight that I have ever seen from Mag, who is normally a fairly reserved player, making sure that he's not punished ever. That's kind of the name of the game with these two teams, and instead RunAway starting things off with a risky one, I would say, there with Mag, but still getting the value that they were looking for.
Yeah, I can't believe he went for that pin. He's an absolute madman, because Kaiser got bubbled and he didn't get to finish. If they would have killed Mag, that could have been the fight for O2 Blast to bring that momentum. Unfortunately, we didn't get to observe where everybody was. Probably RunAway just gave him the space. O2 Blast chased and forgot overtime. This is not the first time we've actually seen that this series, so...
So now O2 Blast on the defense. You bring Flora out to play in this map. Well, you got to get the value there. So no surprise that you do have him back on the Sombra for defense. And RunAway, now the question is do you want to match there, or you want to continue playing the 3-3 into that? And so far, we've seen RunAway actually do quite well in that matchup, just kind of avoiding Flora, playing aggressive. And we've seen that new look from, or that different look from Mag rather, just playing Gangnam Jin with the nano boost, playing aggressively, running at Kaiser and trying to shut him down, similar to what we saw from them back on Nepal.
Just a quick check to see if there was any picks that Assassin could have went for. Just also good scouting. So to blast on the high ground. Where still the winning condition is set though. If RunAway get to that box of victory, we can see a game 5. But they need to take time off the clock. Or O2 Blast need to take time off this clock as RunAway now rotate towards the high ground. Make sure there's no Sombra that can go for hacks onto Mag on this low ground in case he was on the low ground. Just clearing, make sure they clear any dangers as it will be a slow fight until we see energy built up and ultimates too.
O2 Blast totally comfortable with RunAway just leaving the cart like that because that's going to give time for Flora. He's working his way around. CO2 Blast backing up right now, but RunAway knows that they need to get aggressive soon. Nano Boost getting close.
Yeah, RunAway playing aggressive here, using their cooldowns early. O2 Blast working towards that EMP. You want to have it before the end of point A, and oh, that Bionic from Gangnam Jin. There's the ghost sign. You give the Nano over, and O2 Blast just barely contesting this. They have to use the Transcendence. Flora's EMP just in time. RunAway lose 2, and now the mech from QQ about to follow. And oh, those ultimates from O2 Blast coming just in time.
You can see Flora darting back to the spawn here, gonna be making a swap, matching QQ. Yeah, they need that D.Va in play right now to be able to cancel RunAway. If Flora can eat the grab from Yaki and we see Proper get value from his, that's the only way I think that they're gonna be able to win this one out. Otherwise, RunAway can get that biotic grenade in there and swing the fight.
Grab to grab, shatter to shatter. No support ultimates to save either team, so it might just be about who reacts first. As RunAway just playing angles, seeing if they can spot anyone, maybe with a shatter caught off guard, but there's the grab first from the offense. RunAway almost pushing them off of the cart enough. The self-destruct could do just that, but Flora is close enough to the cart that he can keep contesting. Unfortunately, the defense have lost now too much, and they won't be able to hold on to this. But at least you've neutralized the ult economy between both teams. RunAway, now just have to clean up, and they'll get point A.
O2 Blast backing up, but still have a body on. But still, you should see Yaki going forward, getting the rest of that ult charge that he needs against Proper. And finally there's the Graviton available for RunAway. Now pushing the cart across the bridge here, still... Oh, I was going to say still having the Ana in play, but now actually matching the Zenyatta. So now we've gone back over to the 3-3 where Flora still on that D.Va. And we talked about this before too, about how Flora does provide that flexibility, being able to play the D.Va, and he's pretty solid at the D.Va as well.
And you just need that Transcendence. You can't rely on Lee Jae-gung's soul as much, and the Nano not making that much of a difference. Now it's all about dislodging people from that high ground. You saw the D.Va boosters push someone off, but O2 Blast still hanging up there as Kaiser got dangerously low, so they're playing this slower, and now 6 versus 5. O2 Blast throughout the grab, RunAway losing just as much. They're getting thrown into the ocean. And O2 Blast can breathe a little bit for this defense.
And RunAway now gonna come back here, and they're gonna have to actually ward O2 Blast off of the high ground this time. They didn't really have to do much of that the last time around. Of course, they did drop to the grab that came from high, but nonetheless, RunAway now need to work the rotation around so that they're not actually catching too much firepower from O2 Blast as they get into position. And nonetheless, that is kind of happening, but they do maneuver their way around, and RunAway now setting up. They're behind the cart here, playing off of Yaki's grab.
Now using the barrier to engage, and the shatter along with it from Mad Kaiser countering that. Both teams throwing everything they have. Self-destruct, Transcendence. As the dust clears, it seems like O2 Blast have the number advantage, but RunAway using their support ultimates last. You thought they would have the resource advantage, but they're now losing too much. And a very risky shatter from Mag done again will cost him his life. And RunAway reset in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, pinning back to O2 Blast spawn, but O2 Blast, you can see Proper, he's going to have his Graviton available here. In the swap actually coming out again from Flora, where he's back onto the Sombra. So this is actually O2 Blast feeling very confident about their sustainability up on this high ground and their ability to disengage from the staircase as Runaway comes through with the D.Va advantage, but building into that EMP.
Oh, Mag! Just surprise them! Oh! That's amazing, the 362 and everything. But also, maybe also needing another win condition besides the D.Va. They went for the self-destruct and only got 1 kill. It still wasn't enough to win them the fight. So now you have the EMP that they can work with, obviously getting them more insurance at a self-destruct as O2 Blast, just a soft reset, still able to contest it one last time. There's the grab from Proper, taking care of the front line of Runaway. No shield, no mech. Runaway have to reset in the last minute now. Few meters to go.
And just in time too, right before Gangnam Jin was gonna have that Transcendence, maybe keep them up in that fight. But now, you're in dire straits here if you're Runaway, because now you only have one last opportunity, and that timing from Flora could not have been more perfect. EMP has come up just in the nick of time here. Perfect opportunity for O2 Blast to play off that, despite not having their Graviton. Could lower the shields here and go for that EMP Shatter.
Oh, he almost tried to bait something out, but then still went for the EMP. Runaway, we're able to keep Gangnam Jin hidden with the Transcendence. Again, this is ultimate fiesta between both teams. Runaway, a few seconds left. If they don't get this, O2 Blast will come away with the 3-1 win. But still, look at this, coming ahead and kills 2. Big self-destruct kill from QQ. Managed to help Runaway get that advantage, get point B, but it's taken them a lot of time to win these fights. Only a minute 23 to finish Rialto.
Really smart from Runaway there to be able to spread away from that threat of the Shatter following the EMP. Able to sustain there, now giving themselves one more opportunity here. And again, the swap from Gangnam Jin with the Ana.
Mag is playing so aggressive going forward, looking for those first few picks, and Manju, one more swing and he could have been dead, and that would have been so bad for O2 Blast. Proper is ready for the grab, but they need to heal up first, make sure Flora is in position. He needs to go back for a health pack already. Box of victory is there. Can Runaway force the game 5? 45 seconds left. Runaway Mag is hacked currently, and Proper throws out the grab. O2 Blast shutting down this offense and more, using almost everything they have, but they left the EMP, which will decide if O2 Blast will hang on next fight.
I'm just not sure if that's going to be enough by itself. Nano Boost going to be coming up from Gangnam Jin to drop onto Mag, and you're going to see Mag get aggressive just like we saw late in the defense here on Rialto from Runaway. O2 Blast really would have liked to have the EMP Shatter to solidify a fight win, to make sure that they were going to have it.
EMP from Flora, the early engage, it catches Mag, that's big, there's only a couple seconds left. Runaway, they still had to touch. They were so close having a Yaki grab, and he's still gonna go for it. There's still some members alive. Mag could get back quick, but O2 Blast were ready with the Transcendence. Still have some stuff left. Runaway, use the barrier. Again, not having Mag to engage, but you could surprise him with another Shatter. He's divided fights like he has before. Runaway, it's not over yet. The box of victory is there. O2 Blast playing it safe. They need to keep Proper alive for the grab. Self-destruct at the back. Doesn't catch anyone, but the Shatter does from Mag. Flooring O2 Blast. Missing oxygen in this one. The grab thrown out from Proper. O2 Blast still in this. It's not over until it's over. And a counter Shatter from Kaiser catches the supports. Runaway only lose the Lucio, and now more. They're down by 2. Yaki grab is thrown out. Is there enough people to throw this out? But no. O2 Blast stabilize. They have the closer respawns. Assassin, as great of a raid boss as he is, O2 Blast will shut down this series, take the win, 3-1, and now take first place in the standings.
I'm just trying to catch my breath. I wasn't even the one yelling about it. Such a good fight there at the end, though, from O2 Blast, where we saw Runaway come in swinging hard, and we saw actually Runaway with at least a moment there where it seemed like they could have closed that out. Mag came back into the fight late, where Runaway really needed him, and you saw actually O2 Blast return in a big way. It was Kaiser at the end of the day that set up O2 Blast to stabilize once again and get that fight win, closing it down, getting the map win on Rialto, and securing the 3-1 victory over Runaway.
That was so winnable. Like, this is just the story of this entire series of even on Hollywood. Ult rounds versus ult rounds. It came down to the one pick onto Mag, and even he got back. And that shatter he had at the beginning could have just cleared the fight for RunAway. I honestly thought this was going to go to game 5.
I thought it was too. I mean, honestly speaking, I thought this was going to game 5. I thought we were going to be going, 3 rounds deep into that game 5 as well. But nonetheless, O2 Blast, they do get the victory. And you know what that means? First place yet again.
Yes. We love to see it. So just to summarize the results from today, Funi